Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. Your host Frank Holder here with you. Let's get ready to get the show underway. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians. First up, my man Howie Bell. Howie, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing on this Good Friday, my brother?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm getting ready to head up out of here, man, and head back to home. So I'm pretty, looking
All
forward to
right.
that. You know how that goes, the trip home. You know what I mean?
Oh man, trust me, I know.
Yeah, that way I can get a shave in and everything looking like a gargantuan over here.
All right.
My man Howie, that was my man Howie Bell. My man Maurice Smith is in the building. Comedian Maurice Smith, how you doing, Cole? How you doing,
What's
man?
going on, fellas? How y'all doing
Well,
today?
what up? What up? What up?
All right.
Filmmaker Jason Hayes in the building too. Hey, AJ, how you doing, sir?
What up, fellas? Let's do
What's
this.
going
What's
on,
going
brother?
on?
What up?
And let me see, Kev, you in today? What you want to do, Kev? I brought you in.
Yeah. What's happening, brothers?
What's happening, good bro?
Okay.
All right, so because I always get drafted first, you know, I'm starting to hate going first. You know what I mean? I have his moments and everything. I'm gonna go first, man. And yesterday we started off with a couple of great segues and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get things kicked off with the funniest thing I think is the top 5 most disappointing playoff series in any sport. Okay, so for me, I'm going to start off with now. Let me just start out by saying this: this is the most disappointing playoff series in any sport to you. You know, like what is you as a fan? So to me, number 5 for me got to be the Boston Red Sox versus the Yankees in 2003, the ALCS when they lost Game 7. For those of you who don't know, Tim Wakefield comes in on the mound. It's 12th inning. He hits the ball. Boom, crack, home run. Red Sox go home. Hated it. Number 4 for me got to be the Boston Celtics versus the Lakers 2008, 2009 NBA Finals. Because why? Because like Howie said yesterday, the Celtics were winning. They were up 3-2. Kendrick Perkins gets hurt the last 3 minutes of the game. Celtics is up by 5. They end up, Kobe takes over Paul Gasol. And guess what? They end up losing in game 7, in 7 games. So that's what that is. And also number 3 for me is the New England Patriots end up losing to the Giants in 2007 after a huge, great, not only playoff run, but seasonal run. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Cause I hate even bringing that up, but that's, it's very disappointing. Number 2 for me, the Baltimore Ravens ended up losing to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC divisional round this past year. That was really disappointing to me because I literally thought the Baltimore Ravens would go into the Super Bowl, and I thought this was the year. I was like, this has got to be it for me. I was like, and not even a Baltimore Ravens fan, but number 1 for me has got to be when after a great year that Buffalo Bills was having throughout the whole year. This was 3 years ago. They ended up facing the Kansas City Chiefs and lost 42-36 in one of the wildest playoff games you will ever see because the Buffalo Bills literally they were up by 7 with 13 seconds left to go, and they kicked off the ball to Kansas City and ended up losing that game. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody lose in 13 seconds. Well, especially when they kicked off the ball. I mean, I can see if the ball's in the 50-yard line going this way, but if you're kicking off to the team way down and they got to come down. That very, 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 very rarely happens. So that's my most disappointing. Let me see. I didn't even put it up here. I'm sorry. But the top 5 most disappointing playoff series, and I added football in to give a little spice. Howie, give me yours.
Oh man, well, hey man, it's been so many, but I'm gonna tell you this one. This one was very disappointing. You remember when Phoenix Suns went 64 wins and 18 losses that year, 2021-22 season? They got bounced in the second round by the Lakers. Bounced. They was expected to go all the way that year. They was killing it. I don't know if y'all remember that. Go back and check that out, man. It was embarrassing. That's on there. Of course, I got to add. I know we talk about this series a lot because it was so epic, the Golden State Cleveland series when LeBron came back. But I'm gonna tell you what the reason why I was disappointed is because Golden State would have won that series had Draymond Green not hit the other guy in the nuts and LeBron. He hit 2 people in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was disappointing, man, and he was very disappointing. So I got to put that on the list. Detroit Pistons versus the Lakers in the 1988 NBA Finals. Isaiah Thomas hurt his ankle, still scored 25 points in the third quarter. I think that's still a finals record. They still lost though that game, 103-102. That was crushing, man. and then they lost that series. And man, I'm still hurt about that right now, brother. That was 1988, one of the most disappointing series I think in sports. The Clippers versus the Denver Nuggets, 2020 second round, the semifinals, Western Conference. Kawhi Leonard, that superstar squad they had, Paul George, they got popped. Popped. Bounced out of there. That was so disappointing. I thought Kawhi and them was going to go all the way, and they had Doc Rivers as the head coach. I mean, it was like, dude, what are y'all doing? And they blew a 3-1 lead. Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? These dudes was ready to go. They blew a 3-1 series lead with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Doc Rivers as the head coach. You talk about disappointing. Jeez.
That's a great pick.
Oh, God. Memphis Grizzlies versus the Lakers. First round, 2023. Bounced. You know what I'm saying? But they got bounced out of there because Morant had that injury, you know what I'm saying, to his hand. So ain't no telling what would have happened. And I think that was disappointing. The most disappointing part about it all is that Morant got hurt and nobody really knew what would happen. They got bounced out 4-2. And my last one is the Chicago Bulls versus the Detroit Pistons, man. The 1991 Eastern Conference Finals. Detroit Pistons got popped by the Chicago Bulls, man. Swept 4-0, and we walked off the court and didn't shake nobody's hand. That was disappointing, bro. That was one of the most disappointing series, even as a Detroit fan. You know, at the time as a kid, I was like, yeah, don't shake their hands. But now, you know, the older I got, and, you know, really, I was like, nah, that wasn't cool, man. So those are my 5 most disappointing series.
I like your list. Mo, give me a list.
All right. Here we go. My number 1, my number 5, right? It doesn't matter what order, but I wrote it down. The 1999 Knicks versus the Spurs. Tim Duncan gets his first championship in New York. Last time the Knicks had ever even been to a championship, that was 1999. And I'm not really mad that a lot of moms would pick not because a certain team lost, because it was over so fast. You want to see a good 6-7 games in a certain playoff or championship series. That's how I picked a lot of mine. So that one there, I knew the Knicks wasn't going to really have a whole lot, but to only win 1 game. And that led me right into last year, the 2024 NBA Finals. I thought it was going to be more of exciting finals than it was. Dallas only took 1 game. You know, it was like, it wasn't exciting for me. And I was there. It was exciting in the stadium, but I wanted to see it go at least 6 games. I wanted to see more competition. And that led me right into the 2024 World Series. Yankees only won one game. Once again, an unexciting series. 5 games, that's it. And now we got to figure out what we're going to watch on TV because it ain't no more sports. And my last one is, I think this is the most disappointing in a series against another individual. Ja Rule versus 50 Cent. Like, Ja Rule never clapped back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he let 50 Cent destroy him way before he was the 50 Cent that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Ja Rule, holla, holla, anybody ready to get dollar. We was all singing that. And then all of a sudden, here come 50 Cent. 1 album, Ja Rule been dead forever. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
There's always one every show. Jason Hayes, bro, give me yours. What's yours?
Hey, listen, I want to thank my opening act, Mo, for setting me up beautifully for what I got to say. Listen, Ja got murdered. You're right about that, bro.
He sure did.
But on a serious note, my most disappointing series to me is anybody ever got swept. Any series that ended in a sweep is a disappointment, okay? Like, I don't care if it was men, women, kids, trans, I don't care. Your season was a waste of time. You have nothing to hang your hat on. There's no silver lining, because if you make it anywhere and you can't pinch somebody in a series and you go straight back to the crib, that's a disappointment. I'm out.
That's it. So
That's it. Every sweep. That's it. It don't get more disappointing than that.
Okay, all right. I'm shocked with that one. Okay,
Pick your
Kev.
sweep. Hockey, golf, cornhole, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If the dude missed the hole every single time, waste of time.
Yeah, it is. I'm shocked by that. Jason Hay actually passed. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Kev, give me your most disappointing playoff series.
Okay, now I have to preempt this by saying not all these are disappointments to me. Two are, and I didn't want to go heavy on my hometown team. So, first disappointment, including one of my hometown teams, was the 2006 AFC Championship, where the Colts came back from a 21-6 deficit and beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship. That was disappointing. Peyton Manning, he did what he had to do and come back, and then they went on to go to win it all. The other one was the Bruins against the Philadelphia Flyers. Bruins had a 3-game lead over Philly, but they blew it as Philly came back and they were down 3, and they came back and beat them 4-3. Crazy. These other ones are going to be sorry for the other team, disappointed in the other team. But Toronto Maple Leafs, they've had a meltdown where they were down 3-1 in the series. They win game 5 and 6 to tie the series back with the Bruins. Force a game 7 where they were up 4-1 with just over 14 minutes left. But the Bruins came back to score 2, still down 2. But within the last minute and 22 seconds, the Bruins scored 2 goals to come back and win the game, win the series. Another one would be against the New York Yankees, Red Sox, 2004, when the Yankees blow a 3-0 lead in the series, only for the Red Sox to come back and win the championship in the Curse of the Bambino game. Last one will be the Atlanta Falcons, where they blew a 28-3 lead, and the Patriots came back to beat them 34-28 in the biggest collapse in all of football. Disappointing for Atlanta. Sorry.
Okay, let's keep the ball rolling. In this category, I am not going first. Ain't nobody gonna make me go first. It's just not how we're gonna go. I'm not gonna do that. So it is the top 5 women athletes that should and could have an OnlyFans page.
Let's go.
You go first.
Let's go.
Go ahead, Howard. You go first.
Ain't that something? Go ahead, you go first. You get in trouble. All right, so Sha'Carri Richardson, baby. You already know, gotta go with the track star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's gorgeous, man. You're young, too young for my speed, but I would still, check out the OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying, with a anonymous credit card, a burner of some sort. And of course, I got to go with Angel Reese. Angel Reese, man. These are the 2 young stallions, man. I got to go Angel Reese, man. WNBA. She's a beautiful girl, man. I would love to see how she develops in the years to come, if you will. Man, listen. I was looking around and listen. Her name is Ezi Nwayi Ifeoma. Ezi Nwayi Ifeoma. She plays in the WNBA. Bro, they call her Sophia the Stallion. Dog. I don't know if y'all seen her. I don't want to get too emotional about it, and I don't want to do all that, but Jesus, Lord have mercy. She is absolutely incredible. She looks like she can do that right now, like literally. I mean, like for real. Like that should be her thing. She's from Nigeria, I believe. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Bro, you're
I'm
doing
sorry.
too much, but you're married.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time watching her today.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Spent a lot of time with her.
You going fast.
Lexi Brown from the LA Sparks, man. Real pretty girl, man. Very beautiful woman. I think that she could have an OnlyFans page. And then Liz Cambridge, WNBA. I don't
You
know
like
if y'all
some
seen
Liz,
Liz.
boy. Like some Liz. I see you.
Liz Cambridge, baby. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
That was
All
on
right,
my picks.
my man Mark Howard's in the building. Mark, how you doing, bro? You're on mute, bro.
What up, man? Yeah, I came in on the right subject.
Yeah, you did. You did. It's not your turn though. I'm gonna hit you in a
Gotcha.
second. Give you a second. Okay.
Take your time.
Mo,
All right.
give me yours.
All right, here go my 5. I did mine, and like if you had to put them in different categories of the OnlyFans, so I figured the one who would get it, number one, Mia Hamm. She can make an OnlyFans with that slide and take her shirt off. She could do that forever. Know what I'm saying? And just slide and then. Never mind, I don't want to get too graphic yet, but Simone Biles. I think Simone Biles would have OnlyFans. I'd be stuck on that one for the rest of my life. I couldn't sit back. Then I said to myself, there's certain cats out there that want to look at a BBW OnlyFans, right? So Raven Saunders, aka the Hawk, she's a shot putter for USA. Look her up, Raven Saunders. She can have OnlyFans. She ain't the greatest looking one, but you ain't got to be great looking this. I don't know. I think she can do it. I think she can pull it off. I just think she can pull it off for real.
Okay.
Juju Watkins. Juju Watkins can have that fan right there. That's like you said, they young, but Jesus. And the last one is Angel Reese, of course. But Raven Saunders for the BBW Cats. Tell me.
Okay. All right. Sound like you saying Raymond. I gotta hear Raven. I better hear the V a little bit harder than that.
I said Raven. I ain't said no Raymond.
It sounded like you said Raymond. Mark, give me yours, man. You got 5. Give me your 5. Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear my name. Okay. Yeah. So, definitely Angel Reese. Let's say Angel Reese. That's one there. Lexi Brown. How would you use on that? Like Lexi Brown. She's a cutie. There. So I've missed if I didn't misread. Would you say all WNBA or you just say all female athletes?
Athletes. All athletes.
Oh, I missed. I was focused on the WNBA. I wasn't thinking about it. Okay. I do like but I'm sticking with WNBA. Asia. Why can't I say her last name? Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Asia's a cutie. She's tall. She's long. I feel like that character, Nutty Professor. She's tall, long. Named Asia. That's 3. One of the girls I like too, Skylar Diggins. always done Skylar Diggins. I think she's definitely a cutie. I can see OnlyFans for her. And I was gonna go out of WNBA, so I'm glad it wasn't just that. But I'm still staying with women's basketball, and I'm sorry I cannot remember this woman's name. But that coach for Texas, that black woman coach for Texas that wear them sexy dresses that all them fools is hating on. She could do an OnlyFans with them dresses she wear. You understand?
Okay. All right. I like your pick. You like your pick.
Thank
Jay,
you,
hey,
thank you.
are you gonna give me 5, Jay?
I got 5.
Okay, make sure. I'm just double checking.
So the object of OnlyFans is to make money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 5 for me is Anna Kournikova. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She, the former tennis player. She's tall, she's blonde, she's Russian. She is a MAGA black and white man's dream incarnate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like she could get paid just by appearing like every 45 minutes or so. I mean, they pay that. Listen, they get paid every month just to look at, get a glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Shelly Ann Fraser Price from Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
the sprinter. You know, she's cute. But I think her OnlyFans be interesting, you know, because I think, you know, she probably has some fire-ass goat recipes. You know, her wig game is always tight, you know what I'm saying? So she probably, you know, got some lace front tips and stuff like that, you know, to share with people. Number 3 for me would be Caitlin Clark. I know what y'all thinking.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I know what y'all thinking. Why Caitlin Clark? It's about making money. She's from the Midwest. I'm sure Caitlin know about milking cows and you know trapping bears and beavers and shit. You know, and I think it'll be a fire OnlyFans, you know, with her just sharing the things, you know, that she do. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't paying for nothing else. We know that. So number 2 for me. Number 2 for me is Sha'Carri Richardson. She's cute, but you seen her lips, bro. She smoked all that weed they accused her of.
She smoked more than what she accused of.
You know what I'm saying? She smoked all of it. So I see her OnlyFans being fire, man. You know, I can see her like showing different rolling techniques. You know, telling you know what the different strands taste like. You know what the effect is. I mean, I pay for that. And number 1, Brittany Griner. Let's go.
Okay.
Brittany Griner, bro. I mean, listen, she can tell you all the big and tall men's suit spots. How to pull, you know, dark-skinned baddies, you know, and hold them down. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that OnlyFans would be fire, bro.
Okay.
She can't take her shirt off.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 women athletes that could and should have a OnlyFans page.
Oh. I'm gonna go with the overlap first.
Okay.
My man Mark mentioned Skylar Diggins. I got her on my list from Phoenix Mercury. She is kind of pretty looking and muscular or whatever, built up, but yeah, she'd be a good pick for OnlyFans.
She's
Also,
fine.
Sha'Carri Richardson. I got her on there. Yeah, she is kind of young, but I think that people would like her freaking different hairstyles, the different colors and the braids, whatever. And the other lap over would be my girl Simone Biles. She's a little, and Frank, you talked about that before, her being a little thick type of chick or whatever. But I think that a lot of guys these days that look at OnlyFans would like that.
I didn't say she was thick. I said she was broad. So you're a big broad.
Thick, whatever you want to call it, whatever. I
said masculine. That's the other word.
Yeah, I remember. Before the skin stuff that this young lady was doing, lightening of her skin and changing her facial appearance, I'm gonna go with Serena Williams. Serena Williams is just all thickness. I don't know about right now these days, but she was all thickness, and she is a OnlyFans type of look product.
Okay.
And the last one would be Sydney McLaughlin, track and field. Pretty lady, thick, built up nicely and everything like that. But I think guys would pay to see her.
My man Thomas Ward has joined the building, joined the show. T Ward, how you doing, bro?
The deal, chilling, beating that LA traffic, baby, in the afternoon, the traffic before the traffic.
Yeah,
T Ward.
I get it.
The deal.
I get it. So T Ward, we are doing the top 5. Hello, Dundee.
Y'all know Kazoo. We know Kazoo. Everybody in this room know Kazoo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So give me a top 5 women athletes that should and could have an OnlyFans page, bro.
Okay, Liz Cambridge. She actually has OnlyFans. The former NBA, WNBA player. She got one. And yeah, I'm not an OnlyFans dude, but if I was, I would look at it. If I was an OnlyFans type. Skylar Diggs. Everybody knows Skylar Diggs. If you don't know her, you nigga. Oh yeah. 2012 Serena Williams, not the one now. Like 2012, before all the stuff, the kid, that one. And not Venus. People always say, well, nobody likes Venus. Venus got kind of a National Geographic thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, she got a little, you know, you probably see the titties and be like, okay, what's with the grass skirt going on? So yeah, she got a little National Geographic. The German track and field team. I don't know if you ever seen the German track and field team, the women's German track and field team.
The whole team?
Damn near a bunch of them, especially the pole vaulter and the high jumper ladies is like, yeah, that they can be OnlyFans.
She said, pick one.
Yeah, pick one, yeah. And like I say, groupings. I'm in the groupings right now, so I'm gonna go with the Brazilian volleyball team. I don't know if you ever seen the Brazilian volleyball team, but yeah, they could all have OnlyFans. Brazilian volleyball team. You gotta say
your eyes got wide. That was
the Brazilian volleyball team.
Anybody from Brazil, any team from Brazil.
I mean, the whole female Brazilian volleyball team got OnlyFans.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Brazilian team doing some pole vaulting. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. That's what I got.
People cool. All right, now switching things up because it's Friday. We always throw some stuff in there, man. So we're gonna do the top five.
Frank, you didn't do yours.
Yeah, I knew there was gonna be somebody.
Here we go.
I'm saying you didn't do your homework, man. You saw how he tried to like roll up out of that into another segment.
Frank
didn't do his homework.
17 names yesterday.
Wow.
What's this?
Frank is a married man. He's a married man. He don't do
That's number one.
stuff.
That's egregious. That's
number
egregious.
two. Okay, that's number one. But let me just say number two. I want to go home to a nice meal. I don't want to come home to a salad. So can y'all just mind your business?
You picked the category.
Hey, I'm about to say, who made the subject up?
You picked the category, dude.
All right.
Well, wait till the production meeting today.
All right, here you go. 5, Lolo Jones. 4, Dina Asher Smith. 3, Gabby Douglas. 2, Angel Reese. 1, Candace Parker. Can we move on now?
No. Get out of it that quick, bro.
Candace Parker.
Hold on. Let's elaborate on Lolo Jones, bro.
Candace Parker. Not me. She got them Kenny Smith knees. Candace Parker with the Kenny Smith knees.
Dude. Hey, T-Ward.
Like Gumby. She got Gumby knees.
I've seen her in person. Yes, she does. I'm like, no.
Yeah, she got them Kenny Smith knees. She got a beautiful face, but them knees, boy.
Who's that, Lolo Jones?
She walking around herself.
Candace Parker.
What are Kenny Smith knees?
You're supposed to sit on top of the knees, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the money maker.
She does.
She got them Kenny Smiths, man.
What is Kenny Smith knees? I don't understand.
That dude,
Kenny Smith knees are, man.
They look like they child. You got X. They look like they're X. This nigga's knees look like they making an X.
His knees weren't like that when he was playing, was it?
Nah, they weren't counted. They weren't that bad.
They were close. They were close.
That nigga look like he run around his knees. His knees gotta run around.
I see it now. Yeah.
You hold your breath every time you take a step. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make
You're
it?
a mess.
Can I
All right, let's move on.
Wow.
Too.
Kenny Smith knees.
You got some Kenny Smith, dog.
Oh my God. Those are terrible, bro.
Those are.
And she taller than Kenny Smith.
Yeah, she gorgeous in the face, but the knees, man.
Well, I hope that scored you some points, Frank.
Here we go.
Who Bill can say that, bro?
My favorite top 5 best comedy duos. Number 5 for me, Cheeks and Chong. You know, I like Cheeks and Chong.
Oh, now you want to go first?
Yeah.
He earned it. He earned it.
Thank you.
Scandalous.
Thank you. Number 4, Key and Peele. I think Key and Peele do some hilarious sketches together. All the stuff they've done. Yeah. Number 3, Cube and Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, what they did and the potential. I thought that was great. Number 2 for me has got to be Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places, and some stuff that they did, sketches and stuff. But number 1 for me is Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder and all the stuff that they've done. I thought, man, listen, they're going to be in Comedy Hall of Fame, and I'm sure they are in the Comedy Hall of Fame in the museum somewhere. The one I think the museum's in New York, New Jersey. Yeah. That's my top 5 best comedy duo and the stuff that they did. Howie, give me your top 5 best comedy duo coming from a comedian's point of view.
Man, we had a couple of the same ones, man. You ain't got to be a comedian to know comedy. But one thing's for sure, that Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor and Stir Crazy had to be one of the best comedy duo movies of all time. I mean, it was incredible. So these are not in no particular order at all. That's one of mine that I had. People don't give them a lot of credit, but I think The Rock and Kevin Hart has made some really good buddy movies together, man. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Saying, for real. The little Jumanji series, and they got Central Intelligence. They had some movies, man. They were really they work really good together, and they're funny together. They're on my list. Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, the Blues Brothers, probably one of the most epic comedy movie. I could watch that right now if it came on, and I would laugh like I just saw it for the first time. So that's always gonna be on my list. It's funny, I got Ice Cube and Chris Tucker Friday, man. I thought they were so funny. I thought Ice Cube as a straight man was probably one of the best straight men, you know what I'm saying, for him to be, in a comedy like that. Thought he did an excellent job, man. They did really good together. And of course I got Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places. Probably one of the best movies of all time as well. So that's my top 5 right there.
Come on, give me yours.
All right. I got Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. I think they're great. They've got 3 movies together: White Men Can't Jump, Wildcats, and Money Train. But I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about just them 2 together. The chemistry that they have on screen. Great comedy duo, great timing with each other, and you can tell that a lot of it is not even rehearsed. It's just natural. It's natural with them. Chris Farley and David Spade. Them 2 guys. I think if Chris Farley would have lived longer,
absolutely,
and into his career, the 2 of them would have made some great movies together. I mean, Tommy Boy. I mean, to me, I love it. I mean, of course, Howie took my next one. Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. One of the greatest, 2 of the greatest of all time. It's not just the Blues Brothers. They had some other movies that they done together where they even tried to flip it. It didn't work out in their favor, but we see, as comics, we see where they were trying to take the range, where Belushi wanted to be more serious and do other things and in the comedy role. But them 2 together, you can't go wrong. This one here, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think it's they made a great 2 movies together, Billy Crystal and Robert De Niro. Analyze that. The 2 of them together, they're completely opposite. You got Billy Crystal, and they play who they are, and it worked so good together. I love them 2 together. And analyze this and analyze that. And of course, the last one, Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor. And my favorite is actually Silver Streak. Silver Streak was my favorite one. Stir Crazy, I think it's over the top, but Silver Streak, that was just my movie, man. I love that movie. That's it.
Jay, give me your 5.
All right. I'm gonna start with obviously Cheech and Chong. I mean, you got to have them on your list. I mean, as a comedy duo. I mean, just pick a movie. You know what I'm saying? They're all hilarious. Number 4 for me, I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. They have incredible chemistry with each other. I mean, just watch Boomerang, watch Life, and you will see it. They are incredible together. Number 3 for me is, again, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall in Coming to America. Classic. I've seen that movie, 100 times minimum. You know what I'm saying? Another one for me is, the number 2 for me is Sam Jackson and Quentin Tarantino. He writes dramas, but Sam makes everything he writes hilarious, bro. I mean, that I mean, think about Stephen from Django. Think about Jules from Pulp Fiction. Think about my man, from Jackie Brown. Sam kills it every time. He's hilarious every single time. They get together.
Mhm.
And number one, I'm gonna go Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier.
You stole mine.
Classic.
I'm
classic.
going there. Uptown Saturday Night. Let's do it again, bro. The chemistry's crazy.
There it is. Mark Howard, give me your 5.
You definitely saved that because I was going to cuss some of y'all out and said, don't you? How in the hell do you not have Cosby and Poitier on there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just we all grew up on that. I don't care. I don't even know y'all when y'all was kids. I know we grew up on that.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor definitely. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. That was some classic stuff. And my train of thought because I'm losing on there. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the other than one movies with that, but Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, they played so well together. That's why they're still doing another Bad Boy.
Right. Doing a 4th installment.
And Martin is my homie, but we got to keep him working. Okay, so Bad Boy is going there. Other ones I was looking at. Hold on. I said.
You got one more. You got one more.
One more.
Yeah.
Lost my train of thought on that one. The funny thing is I'm going to an old one, a very old one when we were kids. Cheech and Chong is the other ones that come up with Cheech. I had 2 more, Cheech and Chong, and then go real old school, Abbott and Costello. I grew up on that, man.
There it is. All right, go ahead, T Ward, give me yours.
Well, Mark Howard took 2 of mine, Cosby and Poitier, and Abbott and Costello, but I don't know if people remember Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. I've actually damn near physically cried watching Jerry Lewis as, man. Like that dude right there. Physical, he's still top 5 comedic actors. Now I want to shout out Martin because I've always had the mind that Martin got good chemistry with everybody. Will Smith, Eddie Murphy in Life, and a movie that nobody really ever has seen or slept on is Nothing to Lose with my man Tim Robbins. That movie, Martin Lawrence in that movie with Tim Robbins, I was like, Martin got chemistry with everybody. Abbott and Costello, and I don't know if people remember Hey Abbott and all that. I love Abbott Costello, Sunday morning.
Hey, Abbott!
About to go to church. Mom's pulling me away from the TV. I'm trying to watch Abbott and Costello. Got to go to church in the morning, Sunday morning. And of course, Cosby and Poitier. If people remember, I did the scene from Let's Do It Again on Def Comedy Jam back in the day. One of the funniest scenes ever. Bill Cosby going into the bar on Uptown Saturday Night and Sidney Poitier is my number 1 comedy duo of all time.
Yeah, I like everybody's list. I like everybody's list, but nobody put up Mel Brooks. You know what I mean? Mel Brooks had some hilarious. I guess he didn't have enough.
He never had a duo though.
Right, never had a duo.
Yeah.
And I'm still mad about Blazing Saddles because Richard Pryor got cut out. So
yeah. Right.
Hey, Richard Pryor was supposed to be in History of the World Part 1 too.
Yeah, he was.
Who did his spot? Gregory Hines.
Gregory Hines. Yeah.
Gregory Hines killed it, bro.
Yeah, he killed it. But imagine Richard though. Just imagine. Like Greg killed it, but imagine.
They said Richard Pryor wasn't in Blazing Saddles because he wasn't dark enough. That's why they got Cleavon Little because Cleavon Little was darker, wasn't that? That was
no.
He co-wrote it though. He co-wrote
the movie.
Yeah,
he co-wrote
and the studio was afraid of him because of his instability with the drugs and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because Mel Brooks wanted him in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next one. The next one I think is going to be something's going to be funny with this one. So the next one for me, and I'm gonna fly through mine so give you all change. What?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kev. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do yours, Kev.
Hey.
We left Kev in the back of the bus, man. Damn.
I'm doing the show. Go ahead, dude.
The plane almost took off without you, man.
Hey, me being a Yankees fan, I ain't feeling sorry for you, but go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get with the quick lap overs. Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, definitely. Cheech and Chong, two of my favorites ever. I did say Michael Key and Jordan Peele, Key and Peele. Everybody said Arsenio and Eddie. I kind of have to agree with that. And then the last one I'm going to say is Michael Che and Colin Jost on Saturday Night Live.
Okay, so the next one is going to have to be
good.
Something that's you guys going to put your own comedy into it. Let me see how you guys come up with this one. For me, it's the top 5 funniest sports scandals. I'm gonna fly through mine because at the end of the day, I want to hear what you guys say. 5 for me is Tom Brady and his wife after they break up. Word gets out that Tom Brady, obviously he joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Word gets out that Giselle ended up having an affair with the yoga instructor, who obviously was together for a couple of years because they had a baby a couple of months right after. That's number 5 for me. Number 4 for me, the New Orleans Saints bounty scandal, which was hilarious because I just you mean to tell me people actually paid to hit other dudes extra hard? Yeah, they did. Number 3 for me, 2015 Deflategate. I thought it was hilarious because obviously, Deflategate was something that was huge in New England. But that got Tom Brady so mad that he obviously ended up going to the Super Bowl and won. So I thought that was pretty funny. And number 2, Houston Astros sign stealing. Hilarious to me because they were stealing signs and it was on camera. They didn't even care. They were like, they're stealing signs and they're doing all this stuff and banging on thing and they're on camera and they didn't care. Number 1 for me has to be Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco put out a book called Juiced. Put it out there. A congressional meeting is set, and they had all these dudes sitting up there saying they didn't do steroids, and then next thing you know, every single one of them had to recant because they said, "Well, here you go, here's your street," and it looked like you did do steroids. And the way these dudes shrunk, just the way they was just so embarrassed. That was hilarious to me, just because you got Cole busted in the lie. So that's my 5. Howie, give me your 5.
Hey man, soccer player, man. In a World Cup game, Rivaldo Ferreira got hit in the ankle with a soccer and grabbed his face and fell down and stayed on the ground holding his face like he hurt his face, stayed down for the longest. Man, it was the biggest. You talk about soccer, they take that serious. You know what I'm saying? Now they kicked him out the game, they fined him. Man, he's out of there. He admitted to the lie and still thought the other guy that hit him in the ankle should have been ejected. It was wild. It's a crazy scandal over there, international. Will Smith, the baseball player for the Brewers, playing in the game Brewers versus the Braves. He came out with a shiny glob of substance on his arm, and the umpires came out like, man, what is that? And he tried to play it off like it was some kind of sunscreen or something. Man, they touched it. You out of there. Kicked him out of there, suspended him for 8 games. Get out of there. Dwight Howard put Stickum on the basketball. I mean, was it really Stickum, Dwight Howard?
Was it Stickum?
Right. Was it really Stickum, Dwight Howard? And he said he'd do it all the time. That was the crazy part. He's like, this ain't the first time I do it all the time. My point was, why did you do it? For what? And what kind of advantage are you getting out of that? Everybody got to touch the ball. That's the crazy part about that. That's the weirdest. He never got fined or nothing though from that. That's great. All right. Then I got your man from the Yankees, Michael Pineda. He comes out.
Yeah, I remember that.
He come out with a big glob of the shit on his neck. And they come out like all the umpires come out like, what the hell is that? They touch it, they do all this. He got pine tar on his neck. I'm talking about a big glob. They come out, man, you out of there. Spending him for 10 games. Get out of there. Last one is Rose Louise. I had her on one of my lists before. We did a while ago about sports. She is, in 1980, she ran the Boston Marathon and won the gold in the Boston Marathon. The only problem is she came in a mile before the race at the end of the finish line. She caught the subway to the point to where it was a mile left and got through the crowd and ran and finished the race and won. They cheered her, they crowned her, everything, until they found out later on that she was a fraud. Funniest thing in the world to me ever. Those
like your list, Howie. Go ahead, Jay.
And how was she not sweating?
Hey, Jay.
Oh, it's on me?
Yes, on you.
All right, let's go. All right. Well, number 5 for me is anything that involves programs losing eligibility around paying players in college. That's hilarious to me. I mean, so these kids, working for free is just not enough. I mean, they shutting down programs because a kid took a bologna sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be hilarious, especially now since they getting paid. Number 4, anything that Stephen A. Clown ass starts, it's comedy, right? He talking about, he would have jumped on somebody. Man, we saw the video of this dude with them, that bullshit he was doing. Number 3, Manti Te'o and the dead girlfriend that didn't exist, that wasn't even a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Dude, that
catfish.
cracks me up
Damn, I
every
forgot
time.
about that. Wow.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Every time. Number 2, the whole outrage behind steroids. Dude, stop. I mean, it's stop. You cashed all the checks. These dudes saved baseball. MLB has not returned no money that they made off of Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and all these dudes smashing 1,000 home runs. Stop it, right? And number 1 for me, I will laugh until, man, I will probably be on my deathbed laughing at this. Tiger Woods trading his Swedish wife for smashing Applebee's Big Backs in the parking lot. Why smash the worst that society has to offer, bro? I mean, that's a kink onto itself, bro. I mean, that should be a category on Pornhub.
Maybe we have that as 5. We'll talk about that after. We'll talk about that after. Mark Howard, give me a 5, bro. Give me a 5.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mo. I get to you, Mo, in a second. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So we're on the same page as Jay with Tiger Woods. I'm looking at it a little differently with Tiger Woods. She had the golf club beating on the back of the car. Then you had Jesper Parnevik talking trash. Somebody should have smashed him and said, man, shut your ass up, really. And the fact that they made him apologize.
Yes.
I'm like, who is he apologizing for? Why is he apologizing to us? He didn't sleep around on us. If he's playing anything, he should apologize for jumping out of these damn planes and messing his knees up and not being worth a damn anymore as a golfer, because he was in the trajectory of being the greatest golfer of all time, and he fell off. But I thought that was stupid. I thought that was the point of this whitewashed dude realizing these white folks got you running. Okay. I'm gonna say also, this was a sad situation, so I'm not celebrating what the man did. But Ray Caruth, remember Ray Caruth? Yeah. He has someone killed. That's not funny at all. He's disgusting. But I laugh at the fact that he tried to hide out in the trunk.
Yeah.
And he had a big thing, a little container for him to pee in. He was planning to be in that trunk for a week.
At least.
Okay, so that him getting busted was definitely in it. The other news thing was the snitch heard around the world. The hater heard around the world. D'Angelo Russell and what he did to Nick Young.
Yeah.
It's sad, and the bro code, we go said that I don't see nothing funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny that this fool, he got to still walk around and look at that. Everybody still know, dude, you ain't worth a damn. Okay. The other one, I got to remember this guy's name, and I'm a Cowboys fan, but it was this running back, and he wasn't there anymore. This fool got caught stealing some panties out of a Dillard's. You're an NFL player, and you got caught stealing some panties out of a Dillard's. I forget this fool's name. He was no star player, but that was so stupid that you laugh at and you go to. 2 more things, and I'm sticking it to you, Frank, and my man here who's the Boston fans, because I noticed you got all the fun stuff. You're trying to get the last laugh. The Brady Deflate Gate, that was hilarious because Nope, not that many times have you heard on TV talking about balls.
Deflated balls.
Deflated balls. How does Tom like his balls? He wants his balls a little soft. He doesn't like them too firm.
They did say how Tom likes his balls a lot.
That's all they got. So how do you like the balls? He likes the balls a little lighter than that. Can you make the balls the way I like them? That whole thing. That was funny. And then the last one for you Red Sox guys. The funniest thing was David Ortiz running his mouth. If you test positive, then you should be fine. Should not play. Hey David, we found out you on the list of people that test positive. Huh? What was you saying about if you get tested positive, David? Ran his mouth and then not a day later they found out he tested positive.
Yeah, that's definitely. Mo, give me your list.
All right. This is a hard act to follow. I have some good ones. My number 5 is Sammy Sosa getting caught with the cork bat. After he broke his back, he swung and the bat got broke in the middle of a swing in the middle of the game. And they found out the bat was corked. Like he tried to deny it, like he didn't know what was going on. Man, come on, man. The cork is right there. He's looking at it. This one here will always be funny to me. Delonte West and LeBron James' mama. That right there, that's hilarious. Because we were saying, imagine what the conversation, the jokes was in the locker room. Your mother keep calling me. She want to know if you want to bring some milk home tonight. Since she tried to reach you. You know what I'm saying? Or you go home. Can I get a ride? I don't care. That's hilarious.
Mom show up with a Delonte West jersey to the game.
And she want to swap. You know what I'm saying? She want him to swap jerseys with somebody else too.
Oh Lord!
When we get home, clean up your room, nigga.
I'm seeing Ving Rhames from Baby Boy, bro. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Butt naked. The Delonte cooking breakfast with the butt naked with the LeBron James jersey on.
He in there making grits and scrapple.
Come on, Mo, let's go.
Oh man, he got his draft night suit on. All the beef they giving Shedeur Sanders right now for talking about he's cocky, arrogant. I think that's hysterical. When Joe Burrows did it, they just called him Joe Cool. He came in the same way, talking trash. I'm this, I'm that. Ain't you supposed to do that if you plan to be the leader of an NFL team, a multi-billion-dollar industry? You don't want to go up in the camera and be like, well, I think I might be able to win a couple of games, and I'm hoping that I can. No, you want to come in with the swag, but because he's black, it not even got to do with his name being Sanders. Because if you're black, you can't have no swag. You can't talk about what you can do. But Joe Burrows and the rest of them boys do. Oh, it's Joe Cool. He this, he that. Man, that's hysterical. The chicken and beer scandal with the Red Sox. When they lost Boston, y'all take it real hard when your team lost. Your team can't even have chicken and beer in the locker room. How's that a scandal to have chicken and beer? So what, they was eating chicken and drinking beer in the locker room. Every team got chicken and beer in the locker room. But because y'all lost, take away the chicken and beer. Y'all the sorry motherfuckers.
But it's Boston, so I'm pretty sure it was unseasoned.
It was. No. You know what it was? It was wing dinner. They don't never serve whole wings up in Boston. It's wing dinner.
It was unseasoned chicken in Boston, bro.
They call them party wings. And
my last
one,
I've never heard this about Boston.
Them Pilgrims can't cook.
And my last one. Who really got robbed in the Biggie Smalls song? Story to tell. Was it Anthony Mason? Was it John Starks? Was it Hubert Davis? That's a scandal that's going to be hilarious. This dude really robbed a New York Knick, not knowing he was going to be one of the biggest rappers in the world. And he turned around and made a song off of it. He made a song, and it's a killer song. It ain't like one of them songs that was, on a movie score that nobody knows about. This is a major song. Who really got robbed? They say it was Fat Joe said it was Anthony Mason. I don't know, but who really got robbed in Biggie Smalls' Story to Tell?
T-Ward, give me yours.
All sex scandals, all of them. One of the greatest. I think one of the greatest college coaches in history. He'll go down in history. If he come to your school, he turning your program around. But if he meets your wife in the bathroom, he gonna turn her around too. Rick Pitino. Had a great program going in Louisville and was going in the bathroom at the restaurant smashing the dude's wife. That's how their meetup was. Cheryl Miller, when she was a coach at Sparks, she couldn't stop eating the players down. She was eating them down.
Wow.
About 4 of them. Cheryl Miller was eating them down. They was like, look, Cheryl, you're a great coach, but we keep catching you munching on the girls in the locker room. You gotta go.
They wanted playing time. They wanted playing time.
More playing time. Another one in Boston. Keep him away from your wife. Great coach, Ime Udoka. He gonna take you to the championship, but he better keep your wife away from a nigga. He gonna smash you down. You gonna go to championship, but yeah, you gonna be like, what was you doing over MA house today? I mean, we know what's going on with that. Steve Nash. Who's the daddy of that chocolate baby? Steve Nash wife had a baby by Jason Richards. And she was getting smashed by Richard Dumas too, or one of them, or one of the dudes. Like,
No, the Brazilian dude.
Who's that? Carlos. The little Brazilian blur dude. Yeah. And my all-time favorite. I don't know why. If you ever saw the movie Risky Business, when Tom Cruise calls the call girl, I don't know why. I always think when back in the day when James Worthy got busted trying to get the call girl, I always pictured him with like a trench coat on and like a hat in the phone booth trying to call up a call girl. You James Worthy, man. Wait till you get back to LA. It's free. It's all free for you in LA. Why you get up there to Portland and have to call a call girl and got busted? So James Worthy. With the goggles, yeah. He got the trench coat, he got the hat, he got the goggles, calling up the call girl service.
The story is that those was Magic's calls. That was Magic order. Worthy took the hit so it wouldn't come out that was Magic.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's that LA insider shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think that James was a translator.
He was a wingman.
No.
Y'all blowing my time. Come on, Kev, give me yours.
Okay, I'll go through them real quick. Golden State Warriors game against the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans was losing, getting really challenged. So someone in the arena shut off the lights mysteriously.
Right.
In the Liberture Cup in soccer, the goalkeeper from Ecuador slightly collided with another player, and he pretended to be knocked out. He was called out for faking, and it earned him a red penalty card because he admitted it afterwards. Tony Romo, when they're playing the Minnesota Vikings, he kind of kicks the ball up a few inches so they can get the first down.
I remember that.
I think anybody saw them.
No, he didn't.
Ocho Cinco, he was trying to bribe ref with $1, and he thought it was funny. But they fined him $20,000 for that.
Wow.
I remember that.
I remember that.
The last one would be this marathon runner from Tequila. Her name was Sloan. She was a runner stripped of her third place medal, after he took buses to get the advantage. But he argued that it wasn't cheating if he was still running while he was on the bus.
I didn't hear that. I did not hear him say that.
Never heard that one. All right, y'all. Wow. That's the show. Before we get up out of here, I got to ask the comics how you can reach them and how you can follow them. Howie Bell, you go first.
Hey man, as usual, Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL, and always, man, coming up next week, once a month in the lower Manhattan, the hottest comedy show in the village, man. 144 Bleecker Street, Howie Bell and Friends. Smokey Suarez, Chocolate Shy, Roberto Vanderpool, this coming up show. Man.
Wow.
That's
There
what's
it
up.
is.
Wow.
There it is. T Ward, tell everybody how they can follow you, bro.
T Ward Comedy TV on both Instagram and TikTok. Check out the closers on Tubi TV. It's trending #1 in 6 different categories. #1, the closers. And this Saturday night on Radiant TV, the premiere of the B.D. Freeman Show with our guest, Brandon T. Jackson. Check it out at 7 o'clock Western, 10 o'clock East Coast. Radiant TV, the B.D. Freeman Show.
There it is, Mo.
Yeah, Dysfunctional. Follow me on right here, Dysfunctional Ref on Instagram. You know, my character's gonna have some new scenes coming out soon. Always Mo_comic on Instagram also. And catch me tonight in Dorchester and Upham's Corner performing with my man Corey Manning. All right. And I'm gonna be in Cambridge tonight also at the Comedy Studio.
There it is. Comedian Mark Howard.
Man, I'm coaching right now, so I'll be coaching my kids this weekend and doing that. Happy y'all celebrate Easter. I'm a Muslim. I don't celebrate Easter, but that for all you Christians, go ahead. Mark Howard, no joke. Mark Howard, Mark is spelled with a C. Is on Facebook, and I went back on TikTok. I don't know why I did go back on TikTok. Mark makes me laugh on Instagram, and I'll shout out to my man Howie Bell and T Ward. Good to see you, brothers,
Good to see you,
man.
man. Definitely,
You know,
man. I'll tell you.
you know, cats don't know that me and T Ward, our sons are 2 weeks apart, and they're cousins.
First cousins. Yep.
There it is.
Detroit, bro. That's how Detroit do it.
Detroit and DC and LA.
Detroit and DC.
In LA, baby.
That's
We got LA kids, man.
Yes.
Filmmaker Jason Hayes, tell everybody how they can follow you, bro.
Catch me right here at JD Hayes on fan base. I'm in these Brooklyn streets, and I'm going to get some reparations and watching Sinners this weekend. I recommend you do the same.
There it is, Kev.
Kev Lane right here on Box Seats, baby.
There it is, y'all. Thank you all for watching. The show's called Box Seats. We'll be back Monday, and I'll be back home on Monday. So we'll be able to obviously keep the show rolling. We'll keep things going. It's being rebroadcast, obviously, on not only on social media, but on Humor Mill TV. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to Howie, T Ward, Mo, Jay, Kev, and Mark Howard. We'll see you all Monday.
Hey, Frank, give a special shout out to the wife for understanding you in the OnlyFans.